Look, I don't care how you take this, but please sit your derriere down now, as class is still in session, bitches. Not gonna lie, this is gonna be the hardest, most awesome song I will ever make, to be honest. Hope you like it. I'll be diving into basalts, raving flu that has sickening as meth. At least that is what I conclude from my findings presented to the court. Objection, sir, I don't see the connection. Maybe your iron skin needs perfection. Maybe it does, but screw it, I'm blessed by God. Baby, please sit down and take a chill pill, enjoy this buzz. Busting also back up, but to prove my case like I'm an ace attorney. Oh, and I know it's off topic, but if I lived in America, I would have voted for Bernie. What the fuck am I on? Came to save the digital world, you can call me a Digimon, you bet I'm a champion. Serendipity, your deputy, I'll be typically wittingly searching for some tranquility. What is the validity of this vicinity as I only step notability? And won't this become a liability? Pathologically paraplegic, copy contract with insomnia, could be popping poems previously perfect. A whimsical worm try to be strategic, but sadly choke up and lose it. Mouth set apart, it's certainly not a short in some park, but everyone has to start somewhere before they anchor the mark. Nowhere reside yourself as just being a silhouette, nowhere when to toot your own clarinet. Besides every person like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, be careful to not let your pride turn into carbon monoxide, for power always lead to your downfall. So please take off your iron curtain and tear down your Berlin Wall. Improvident, incongruous, incredulous, confidence, underwhelming, astonishment of such fundaments of these heinous and callous acts of deceitfulness. Trickery of that decadence, why art thou jittery when you're full of benevolence? So you're used to getting what you want, I bet. Well, the situation cannot be fixed by dough, so I see why you're in a cold sweat. Fake confidence won't help you here, especially when one lies. You made a mistake and will face the consequences. I'm not one quick to forgive, no matter how much you apologize. Don't have time to consider your sensibility, cause my life is going to Twitter with too much hyperactivity for me to deal with your stupidity. But fittingly, they'll be building up the intensity to infinity and beyond goes this creativity of this anomaly. Not gonna prolong this phenomenon, I'll be going off like a Molotov with this intercom. Yeah, you better not ever underestimate this underdog. Like a Desiigner, these other rappers that are so replaceable and incapable to be educational. Comprehensible is this loop of hip-hop nowadays, why can't we be inspirational? Or is it too late because I left morals and substance back in the older days? Can't afford to be anchored anymore, I poured in too much time to be locked behind some door. I refuse to be ignored and left ashore. I'm not worried about going into the storm, cause you're bound to come across some things that need work like chores. Spinning the reel, reminiscing how it felt when I no longer sealed who I was. My image had been healed. Used to be reclusive and convinced myself that it was a doofus, but now I'm exclusive to being a smartass. This is a new era, this is a new fire. It's time to spice things up, so pull out that sriracha. Leading the revolution like I'm Che Guevara, I'm light as a feather, whatever the endeavor. Even if my life story doesn't end up as pristine as Cinderella's, why so infatuated by worldly wants? Why so decorated when you can't have the fact that you're the same basic ass font? Trying to be someone else, striving to be someone else, wanting to be anything else. You are who you are. If you think it will make things better if you fake yourself, you cuckoo. Because in my eyes you're really a star. You have to expand your interpretation, perspective of life. You have to demand without hesitation a piece of that collective pie, because I believe everyone should be equal in this life. Calculated bullets that go straight through my cranium, manufactured outlets that show great things but also turn us into brainless aliens. Complicated hookups that go irritating and become as unstable as uranium. What was once sacred has become as spontaneous as going to a gymnasium. Confiscated trinkets cast away and leaves those affected very irate. Also simultaneously making apathetic souls that have gone through the same thing be able to understand, help, or relate. Cultivated rebellious culprits that don't take the memo of being cooperative, and so they choose to be provocative and opposite of the other conglomerates. I'm so fascinated by this fabricated, segregated, supposedly liberated and sophisticated community, where some so foolishly, stupidly, amusingly think that everyone has the same equal chance of opportunity. Moderated, regulated, and orchestrated, where some are situated. If you don't think that has something to do with how you're affiliated to a certain demographic, then maybe you never got educated in the affairs of those discriminated. It's a good thing that class is in session, so viewer or listener, please use discretion when taking the time to witness or hear my position. Deafening all ill whims, wrestling with all these unsettling, menacing fears from all my past guilt and sins. Yeah, no need for hallucinogens, all I need is 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen, rocking in my moccasins, so you bet I'm not one to drop my promises. Native honor, who's also an innovative scholar who has credit not to falter. I may not be good with numbers, but I'm good at making sure you never slumber in my words, because I work on them day and night in Wu-Tang's 36 chambers. Beware the pretender, they are manufactured by the vendors to keep us from being together. Defend your heart, be wise to whom you befriend, and whom you pick for your counterpart. There'll be hurt and infection can be averted, so know your worth and never let yourself be distorted. It's not your fault, it's not my fault, so then who is at fault? Is it just life in general? Is it because of the being who lives eternal? Is it all of the above? I don't know, but we shouldn't judge and instead choose to accept and love. Pardon me, Martin, but if this class were a prison, I'd be the warden. I make the rules here and I took the tools given to me to get here. So listen, please listen to my lesson that I have to present to you as class is still in session. Loading you all with ammunition to be able to transition, to be able to complete your goals or missions. No, I'm not tripping, I'm driven by a higher force to break away the old ways of thinking such as division. But this is not a prohibition anymore, so please open your minds and join me on this expedition. Going into the unknown, so here's to hoping you get through this. And as the time goes on, may you be able to look back at this and feel like this was no more than a tiny but important milestone. Achieve, believe, conceive, intrigue, receive, and succeed. Because I think you are unique. You are the only you in the whole galaxy. Don't let agony turn into tragedy. Screw anxiety, yeah, never let your dreams just be some fantasy. Sit down, class isn't over yet. Forfeit those frowns or fake or try to jet. Last, remember what transpired today. Don't go hastily and forget about it on December break, okay? For though class may be over more days or years to come until it's finally over, though education ends, one never stops learning, even on vacations with family or friends. I hope you can look back with fondness. I hope you can stay on track in the future if you truly take the time to just focus. Is there truly an end, or is this just the beginning to a new bend? I don't know. All I know is that class is in session, bitches. Haha. Classy came. Classy continually and confidently game. Future fame, fan fever is frantically and fanatically insane. Mr. Maniacal, make a machine like maneuvers, knocking down all these rappers who are no more than bootleggers. One to monitor rap game, I just commandeered. Don't give two shits, I've become popular. Boom, better make room. No time to go to the restroom, it's time for hope to bloom. I will literally die if I can't help change this demented land. Not here to command or demand, I'm here to expand and give struggling people a hand. Power will throw a fit if you try to abuse it, not a time to split. For giving up is the worst crime to commit. Time to make the fire run wild. Time to leave all things holding you back, be exiled. I know it's not exactly a walk in the park. I know that making a change in your life can be as hard as hitting a target in the dark. There are seasons that are bright, there are seasons that are dim. There are people who bring light and those who are just grim. Is there such thing as good hate or bad love? Could there be a such thing as determined fate or sad doves? Are humans just wise fools? Are we truly kind when we rather choose to be cruel? Life is bittersweet, not happy even if you're in the master suite. Not happy because we're all secretly feel like we're not complete. Painfully beautiful, awfully lucky, bountifully barren. How much I love living in sweet agony. I try to whistle in the dark, but people are a wreck. They need some real fine tuning. They need more than just one little spark. As all eyes start to loom, as I slowly tame all the shrews, as I continually battle with all these thoughts filled with gloom. You need to have some real big long teeth to get through some shit. It takes more than wit. If you don't commit, you'll lose all of it. Saucy punctilious winches, so dicey, so spicy, just inches from reaching your potential senses. Reaching the very edges of what is possible, living in a time that has done what was once thought implausible. Sometimes I wish I was a Solomon with some of my decisions. Sometimes I just forget to put my foot in my mouth, which usually leads to head-on collisions. I have an ambition. Before rap, I never had a position in society. But now with this transition, I got some notoriety. Never wanted to be in the spotlight. I just wanted to write. I just wanted real freedom and equal rights. Here come the dots. What, you kidding? You aren't seriously thinking that some humans are actually modified robots. Hustling so hard, you can call me Rick Ross. Rhyme so fresh, you can from yours truly, the classy boss. Getting between the cracks like dental floss, cutting through all this corruption like it were moss. Strong and steady. This is not a gong show, so please don't bring out the confetti. If you want to be healthy, you best eat your veggies. If you don't want wedgies, learn how to fight, because life isn't nice and sweet like cherries or strawberries. Time to be edgy, so it's time to get rid of all your teddies. Jaded by all the junk, jealous and secure jocks aren't worth your time. So don't be afraid to let out your groovy funk. Yeah, wordplay by Classy J, the future class. Oh yeah. The Classically Gaudy Lp, y'all. I know you've been waiting a really long time for this shit. Sorry for that. But here it is now. You're welcome. Haha. Mangled, tangled, mangled, strangled, scrambled, dismantled, trampled, got caught by the deceitful vandal. Should've known the moment I blew out my candle, so easily swayed, thought I was strong-willed, but now I found myself once again in the shade. Sometimes I feel like a human grenade. After all, I'm a renegade, downgraded by the world that treats my people like they were a mermaid. Saturated society, focusing on the wrong things. Politicians so corrupt they don't really attempt to hide their strengths, manipulating my games that got me twisted. Impersonated someone not mocking me for being gifted. Sadistic fiends making me feel so simplistic, saying my goals are unrealistic. Tells the judge with attempted into being wicked. How can I see the world clearly when I came into it tinted? Never fitted in. A man whose kindness was brought away from being fed up and finally let out the evil buried within. This is just a part of Diablo's masquerade to put me through the barren terrain, and when I feel like I'm almost through it, another barricade blocks me. Hesitant, irrelevant, and elegant, how can it possibly be a benefit? 2 steps forward just to go 2 steps back. Sorry, this isn't the salsa jack. The only thing I hope for is to go onward and not falter too much. The only thing I hope for is to go northward and not need a doctor's medication as a crutch. There's a little Diablo in everyone. Even if you own a Durango, man, you ain't fooling anyone. Just because you have nice things and are able to buy diamond rings doesn't mean anything. How is that green treating y'all? Sure, it may help gold diggers sleep with y'all, but after a while you realize that the green is like picking up the smallest straw. For glory to those who are poor and meek, for they will inherit the earth. Maybe you should think twice before preying on the weak. It is easier for a horse to go through an eye of a needle than it is for rich people, so though you may have it good now, just wait for the sequel. This is just a part of Diablo's masquerade to put me through the barren terrain, and when I feel like I'm almost through it, another barricade blocks me. Going up just to go down, you're a knucklehead, might as well call you Charlie Brown. Good grief, what a relief it is to hear such a positive belief. Goodness me, I should have seen. I shouldn't act as me, because what I do and say is deemed unclean. Let me fix my tiny flaws, while your flaws take up half the galaxy. Such is the blasphemy and hypocrisy of this society. Slandering, bandering, meandering, modified and manufactured gatherings that are no more than unflattering. Keep on pandering to what is hip. Keep on pampering your car so that you can let it whip. Don't cut that red tape. Keep censorship. Remain primal apes. Let yourself stay a slave to dictatorship. It's time to wake up. It's time to leap up. Take off that makeup. There's no time to cake up or clean up what has already blown up. You can kill the man, but not the idea. You can ban it all you want, but it's bound to come out like diarrhea. This is just a part of Diablo's masquerade to put me through the barren terrain. And when I feel like I'm almost through it, another barricade blocks me. But nothing can keep me from reaching my goals. You can knock me down, but I will come back each time better than how I was before. I will no longer stay confined to the Diablo's masquerade. I'm done playing games. This is my life. This is my time to see change. This is my time to stay strange. This is my time, my moment, and I will own it. Yeah. Classy J, the future class. Classically Gaudy Lp. Yeah. I'm out. Peace.
Don't know if I can do this on my own. Why do you have to leave me? It seems I'm losing something deep inside of me. Hold on to me.
So far apart, separated at the heart. How can love and wish just beginning to start? Dart towards possibility. Is this divinity? Because seeing you I knew we were meant to be, as if it were destiny. Writing down my feelings, heart is going faster. Yeah, girl, you certainly got me reeling. Call us a inner soliloquy. I thought love was just a fantasy until what used to be just me later became you and me. Future class security used to be as thin as glass. Never took a chance, never searched for romance, never really gave anything a second glance. Classy J, I remember when I was starting to lose my way. I remember thinking life was great. That all stopped when I met you, so for that I have to thank you.
Don't know if I can do this on my own. Why do you have to leave? It seems I'm losing something deep inside of me. Hold on to me.
Never Never mind of my beautiful mistakes. You helped me fight all my demonic snakes. Before I met you, I never opened my heart's gate. I'm so thankful that you have become intertwined into my fate. Without you, I don't think I could have kept my head on straight. Who would have ever thought I would find myself the perfect soulmate? No more stress, no longer a mess, because I found access to the happy express. Nesting my head upon your shoulder, you support me like a boulder. As we grow older, I promise I will never leave your side, because no matter what, my love for you will never die. You'll have to worry, my love for you I won't ever try to hide. Though this may be a soliloquy, I hope somewhere you're listening to me. Don't need to be right next to me to know how I feel for thee. I love you, I want to be with you. No matter what, I'll do everything I can do to be with you.
Don't know if I can do this on my own. Why do you have to leave me? It seems I'm losing something deep inside of me. Hold on to me.
Blurred lines confined between dulled rhymes. Yet I got one stone in a slingshot, and I'll use it to take out the big rich bird. Blurred ideals and morals, where we lost touch with reality because y'all feel offended, and I just think your petty tantrum is so adorable. It's time for us to grow up, because you bitches are making me sick. So give me a sec to throw up. Who are you dealing with first world problems? So selfish and entitled, like holy shit. Are you serious? Gosh damn. Blurred minds thinking only be accepted if you fake who you are, and blurred thinking that says you'll only be cool if you have a fancy car. Blurred perceptions and expectation that wants a man or a woman to look a certain way. But if you just accept that we are made from flesh, not plastic, and with that said, fuck the media and society. You are beautiful without makeup, for there is no need to cake up your face and play dress up. No need of body shame, and there is no need to call other people names. Be a star, don't be a bully, for we have all been through shit, man. So don't give a fuck what your reason for doing it, you should just say sorry. Fuck man, I get it, but it's time to overcome it, and not let it make you quit.
Luxray Beats.
Blurred lines of overindulgent minds, so helpless without material things that they freak out and attack you, man. These shitheads need belts to the behinds. Blurred lines in terms of being a parent, because it's apparent that some people grew up with horrible parents, or without parents. Again though, I repeat, it's time to let offense and anger leave, because you best believe that you'll be no better than your oppressors, and I hope you're listening to this message and it has been received. Blurred lines in terms of relationships, this world pressures us to have sex right away and with whoever. But if you want something intimate, then you have to look at relationships as a partnership. It takes time to develop trust, and it takes time to clear out your issues, so when you're in a relationship it sets up a confidence boost. Because sex is great but so are drugs, but there will come a day where that begins to fade, and it doesn't even feel good anymore to give yourself a quick rubber tug. What are you trying to shove down? What are you trying to cope with? And why can't you seem to smile but only can seem to frown? Buying this or that for isn't coming with you in the afterlife, so try thinking about that. Classy J, you're being brutally honest. Well yeah, I want to make sure you have a wide view from a mountain instead of letting you stay blinded in the forest. It's time to focus on where the line is. It's time to build boundaries and do some inner analysis. Become a rebel, don't become a mindless robot, and continue to be strong. Don't become so feeble and let someone else be the pilot. I refuse to be a zombie or some sheep. I refuse to be a wannabe, but I will accept a fateful leap. I'll leap into the unknown as an unknown and come out of it changed and grown. For life does change you, but it's a good thing that I'm already a strange dude with a talented range. Yeah, Classy J, the Classically Gaudy Lp, the future class, blurred lines. Yeah.
Luxray Beats.
Yeah. People on in love, they just suck in lust. People on in love, they just suck in lust. People on in love, they just suck in lust. Alright, let's get into this one, man. People only want each other's bodies. Common as have desperate, so they be doing things like putting roofies and shit in girls' drinks of Bacardi. Where did love go? Tell me, where did love go? Because I ain't here messing around with all these skanks, gold diggers, and hoes. Plus got the man looking for a girl who is thin. Got a big rump and butt, so caught up in their build of fantasy Barbie doll, they didn't realize or care that any genuine love was lost at what cost. So we go for that distorted dream because this shit is fake. Really was created to be partners, but people today aren't prepared to play as a team. The only team people want to do is take teams and bitch. It's all fun and games to get that HIV itch, but some still don't care, so they still fuck, bringing with them some bad luck to others that they slide a couple bucks. And the shit got me saying people aren't in love, they just suck in lust. People aren't in love, they just suck in lust. People aren't in love, they just suck in lust. Where is love? Oh God, where is love? Can't get away with murder or rape if beforehand you put on a white glove. Doesn't fit, so it wasn't me responsible for this shit. I'm clean as this white glove, I'm innocent as a dove, going and doing the shit again and again. Going back to the way of begins. It's all about getting laid and going from each girl like they are no more than an amusement park ride. Then they be throwing shade on virgins because they ain't getting laid, because it's so imperative for street cred. Might as well be giving medals or badges away for the more you be giving head. That's not right, but we don't see it cause we lost the sight. Alright, let's get ourselves right and get away from this devious play, because we don't love, man, we're so stuck in lust. That's right, I said we don't love because we stuck in lust. One more time, say it with me now. We don't love because we so stuck in lust. Now to these girls, I know this world can be a whirlwind. It's all about revealing more and more skin, and no one is there to defend you in this distorted land. If a man doesn't appreciate you from the start, he doesn't deserve to hold a piece of your heart. Where the real men will take a stand, who's willing to lend a hand and draw a line in the sand. Because it can be dangerous for a woman to be out late at night, as she has to watch out for perverts, which is not right. Why is that okay? When did that become okay? Why can't it be safe for a woman like it is for a man? I'm saying that it's wrong, that women are looked at as prey. I just shake my head in dismay, but ignore me and continue making and objectifying movies like 50 Shades of Grey. Because people don't want to hear this, but they need to hear this so that there can be some justice. I'm just saying, man, we don't love because we're so stuck in lust. We don't love, man, because we're so stuck in lust. We don't love because we're so stuck in lust. Yeah, Classy J. Yeah, music writer, open-minded, socialist, so fluid, time to take out the lighters. I'm on fire, but to light y'all up like some privileged colonist. Twisting y'all like a Rubik's Cube, this is no fucking classy cipher. Yeah, I'm about to rip out your feeding tube. Let y'all die, and here's why. Because you're feeding on what society feeds you. Don't even take the time to notice the sky. Brainless, laziness is easy, I get it. Life gets busy and crazy, and the only way to survive is by being greedy. Ho ho ho, this is no joyful consumerist Christmas song for you to blindly sing along to. This is something to think through. Call me Scrooge, screw your new age modernistic mindsets. What if I upset you? It's about time to get you out of your cocoons. Mute me all you want, I won't ever be Cupid and have words that are lovely as a tulip. Yeah, I don't care if you find me nonchalant. It's in my nature to be vocal. It's in my protocol to tear down the iron curtain that is leaving you so unsociable, relying on the program more than friends or family. It's a tragedy what the society and technology has done to our humanity. Narrow-minded. It's time to cut into the bone marrow of the problem. It's time to not be blinded, and it's time for hope and love to blossom. Hate and fear is trying to choke out this atmosphere. There's no time to wait, and it's time that we switch our gears. Everyone must get out the Shire every now and again. I know it's hard, but you will never know until you begin. You say I say the same thing, that may be true, but I won't stop till it finally rings true to you. You finally cut off your strings. I don't know about you, but I'm done being a puppet. It's time to have fun and complete those lists that you keep in your bucket. You can threaten me, but you must be kidding me, or you're just a smitten kitten, so do what you're best of and climb up some tree. Better make way, don't care what you heretics say, don't care if what I say offends you, because to me, the moral lines of society have become a blurry gray. If it's unfair to be so astute and abrupt, when you only have two choices, either shoot yourself in the foot or nip it in the butt. How fair is that? Grow up. You're acting like some baby pearheads that use whatever they find on the internet to prove their opinion as fact. It's all relative, it's all based on your perspective, and everyone has their own opinion on what is suggestive or subjective. What if the coin was flipped? What happens when you put on another person's shoes? Here's a tip to stick to your head like glue. You never truly know anyone because everyone has experienced something different. After all, this life is just a result of greater powers experiment. We are all trapped in a cave not seen beyond our perception of reality. It isn't until we step out of the cave or reality that we see that we are slaves. You say I'm crazy for seeing the light. Not too shocking since your eyes are still adjusted for night. Distractions and addictions that leave us restricted from our expanded enlightened perspective, chained to our own narrow mindsets, chained like some mindless assets for society and the government. What is real? What is fake? Why as soon as we start to feel we are put through a stake? Power strives for more power, greed begs for more, and power strives for more power. And stubbornness can leave you staying sour. Change is painful, it may take a while to adjust to the light. Even when your whole life has been dull, it's time to accept life for what it is. This is no time to walk backwards or let your hope fizz. Life won't change unless we ourselves change. We just have to be engaged and making an effort to change. Yeah. Classy J. The philosophy of the cave. This is dedicated and inspired by Plato's The Allegory of the Cave. Yeah, man.
This is Chuki production.
Mr. Richmond, we're ready. Okay, Freddy, let's roll out in the Chevy. These fools who hit us up last week are going to pay. When I'm done with their bodies, they will be at the bottom of the creek, and police won't look because I made sure some insurance was on the tray. No one fucks with the dawn. Get out the guns. Then on Sunday we play nice with the priests and nuns. Traditional values cause we still human. Police watching us like we Truman. Good thing that they are so corruptible. It's a good thing that this land is so profitable. Living in a palace, sometimes I get lost in my wonderland, like the mafia version of Alice. Got the gold, the fancy cars, and the woman. Yeah, this is life. Going out every night to my bar and making sure I always have my lucky Bowie knife. It's not easy being a criminal when everyone is gunning for you. Yeah, the shit certainly is not breezy. Remember not to get high off your own supply, otherwise you'll end up like that Tony Montana guy. Come to me for a deal you can't refuse, come to me to heal or seek refuge. Family sticks together, and if you got a problem with someone, you finish it in the ring like Floyd Mayweather. Life of an outlaw, yeah, it started from the ground because you must plant seeds before you attain straw. Got to be smart, and when you take a chance, better hope your shot hits the mark. If you didn't know already, my name is Don Richmond. I won't be bent over by the pressure of this world because I came to rule it, man. The dawn never runs, so if you want me, make sure your guns are not on stun. Come on, make my day, because if you fail, you better pray you can get away. I don't kill, I torture. I know I'm ill, but you have to be when you're the godfather. Life of a gangster, got to spin the wheel like a hamster. Got no time for wanksters or prancers, because those types of people give me cancer. Only the best, so if you think you're worthy, for now you're welcome as my guest. This isn't the wild where you're safe in a nest. You're not a child, you have to be willing to treat other gangs like pests. Eradicate those delegates, no time to meditate or second guess, or you will receive a terrible fate. Conceal, don't feel, because once was a game has now become so real. Yeah. Yeah, you're listening to the Classy Effect. Classy J, going array with such sassy display to your overbearing dismay. Blasting off today, I'm as cool as sorbet, but yet as hot as souffle. Everlasting eternities as the cycle goes on for humanity, where some live for the moment and others search for divinity. Trash your prey, wanted me on the tray. The only thing I'll give you is the direction to the doorway. Rick Ashley Strays, I'll throw y'all back out in the alleyway. Future class, never ever low on gas. If you mess with me, I'll shatter you like glass. I'll use a computer bypass to shove a virus up your ass. Not to be played with, bro, don't you know that I am Beatz? I don't butcher the masses or overburden you like taxes. I'm just your average Joe, trying to make good of all this blackness. Not a sore loser, nor a party pooper. Dear queering lass, I stand my ground. Yeah, you bet I got balls of brass. While some of y'all pot the grass, this creature is trying to cure the world's tumor, created by us jackasses. Don't run on class, tackling my demons to the mat. Yeah, I've gotten through life by crawling down its crevice. Don't listen to rumors, some call me a trooper. You have to learn how to maneuver all the haters and accusers. Living life by focusing on the hourglass and not one to sit idle peeping out the looking glass. But forget all that, because life is nuts and I'm just an outlet that slums the hard truth to your guts. Enough with your meaningless chit chat. I'm done with all your fretting and bitching. Time to buck up, pussycats. You're listening to a lyrical architect. Don't have time for rats or insects. It's just a part of the classy effect. I don't make threats, don't you forget. I make promises that'll eventually be met. I'm just a twisted, afflicted, unconstricted, gifted individual who tries his best not to be too cynical. It's so inconceivable, yet so believable. Not your typical rapper. Yeah, I got principle. I'm always original. I'm a mystical miracle. Yeah, I'll be making sure you know I will no longer be invisible. Beat the odds, unlike all these frauds, I know my place. I'm definitely not a god. Heated rods of pricks who keep on trying to burn me, but it just feels like a thorn to me. Streets whip needs to meet. Used to the odds, so don't think we'll grovel at your feet. We are not mincemeat. We're not gonna take a back seat. We are stubborn as concrete. Yeah, we're not going to retreat. Privileged, trying to turn us neat and tidy. Without them they say we're incomplete. That even though we color, we should strive to be just another ignorant whitey. Don't you know it's all about image? We are savages, yet you're the ones who diseased and burned down our villages. No, I don't seek forgiveness from wily coyotes. We are not some showpiece like some kind of conquest trophy. No, I'm not finished. Is there something wrong with your psyche? Naughty, sly, feisty vermin that itch like poison ivy. I politely tell you to GTFO. Love the irony of your fear and hate of aliens when you yourselves came to this land from a ship, which to us was a UFO. Anyways, like I said,
I may go off on different tangents or phases, because there are places one needs to tread. I like to educate airheads, I like to make them red. Yeah, I don't leave things unsaid, I want to unthread this sideways planet. If you're looking for someone who doesn't mince words, well, I'm your prime candidate. E-Town is what I represent, legacy I will cement. Rap game I came to resurrect. Let's run down the extent of these frequent fallacious formalities. Those auto-tuned drugged up wanksters, the definition of distasteful unoriginality. I frown upon the descent of where rap ended up. It sure needed a classy clean up. I know music is subjective, that is all in a perspective. But to me, this garbage kids listen to is far from impressive. I find trap music ineffective and unreflective. I don't respect something so obstructive. That's just my 2 cents. And though to me it makes no sense, others may not agree and still listen to that senseless content. What I'm trying to say is opinions are like assholes, everyone got one, but that's what makes us unique souls. This is just a part of the classy effect. Can't wait for what happens next. Can't wait for changes to start to manifest. Yeah, the classy effect.
This is a Chuki production.
Yeah, this is the story of the afflicted. Let's get into this one, man. In and out of consciousness, where sin has clouded my mental inbox, I continue to do it in hopes of finding happiness. For life needs to change its diaper, as it's filled with a crappy mess, so I forget it by smoking cess. High riding on the clouds because I'm all screwed up and I already know I'll never make my family proud. At night I cut my wrist, I can't even find help when I go to church and get supposed redemption from the priest. Have no money and I have no time, and if there's a God, let me tell you this crap's not funny, and please give me a sign. I got an offer to be set for life if I join the gangs, and I can't lie that I like the thought of being revered as a king. I have a dream though, but as I grow older that dream is becoming a stranger that I don't know. Oh come on Johnny, it'll be fun to shoot your adversity with a Tommy gun. No, please leave me alone, and you know it's bad when you run for support from your parents, but they can't help you, and you can't even feel safe in your own home? Huh. Then the day came where I drank 5 6-packs from my parents' fridge and wrote my final goodbye before I jumped off a bridge. Ring, ring. Hello? Yeah, this is Gus, what's up? You're not serious, are you? Fuck, shit, damn, no. You have to be joking. Is this some dark joke or something? Fuck. Yeah. I got a call last night, I couldn't believe my ears, but my best friend is now dead, which concluded my biggest fears. Fuck man, why would you do that? For everything may have been pretty fucked up, but we was a team, and I thought we could get through all of that. Outlaws and blood brothers, but when you did that, did you even think the effects on others? We'd gone through similar journeys, but I believed we had the ability to move past all that scrutiny. Guess I was wrong, and all I can do is have these memories of you and feel sad when I hear the radio play your favorite song. You said no one would care, but when I went to your funeral, lots of people were there. If you only could see this, and as I scream and cry in the corner, the happy moments is what I try to reminisce. But life isn't all bliss, but if you blink, it's something you will miss. This is the story of Johnny, which is just one of the many that are dealing with afflictions, but I wrote this story to help those who are also struggling or dealing with addictions. Yeah. Yeah. Classy J. Future class. Don't know if I'm the problem or if this world is the true problem. Am I responsible? Or am I just a product of a world so despicable? What's that? Absolutely augmented, am I? Well, fuck you, twat. Truly demented and damn fallen angel from the sky. Perpetually increased cries of voices be off-putting my choices. And my devilish and need to repent? Maybe that's what they meant when they said I was heaven sent. Greatness or mistake, I don't know, because right now I'm walking in the darkness. Feels like I'm climbing a mountain without a harness. I don't know how I can maintain my posture and strength much longer without a harness. Getting distracted and impacted by obstacles, for I found out the hard way that I'm not unstoppable or invincible. Mine ran off because it's despicable. How predictable that our kindness becomes so feeble. Yeah, that's right, we have become so feeble. Isn't our kind so predictable, despicable? Minds running off to la la la, and when that happens we don't know what to do, so we put our heads in the sand. We're not invincible, nor unstoppable, so be cautious when you come across obstacles. Harness your inner strength and maintain your posture. Don't become a monster, don't get caught up in the darkness. You are not a mistake, because I believe we all have some unknown greatness. Maybe that's what they meant when they said we were heaven sent. Even though we are always in need to repent, but that does not make us devilish in need of some punishment. We all make choices and we shouldn't be put off track by deceiving voices. Long to be an angel and fly through the sky and never have to worry about pain or constantly wanting to cry. You a twat? Say what? Look, I may truly be augmented, but if I keep my head up and focus on where I'm headed, I will overcome being tormented. Probably comes true when you look at the world, or maybe I'm the problem and I've got nothing to do with this despicable world. Moonlight wanders and all I see is fields full of flounders. Eeriness looms and it blinds my sight. Does this place spell my doom? Blood for blood. Everyone ends up a dud. So much confusion that my eyes are starting to flood. What is justice and how can I trust this? Because I'm paranoid that everyone is as trustworthy as a Judas kiss. Who determines this course of action, and why are we separated by factions, and why is there nothing but rigged elections? Where can I find protection? Because the people who wear the belt of correction and order is full of corruption. Separated from my brothers and I'm subjugated by my country to go out and kill my brother. We are all one, but none of that matters. It's all about who got the bigger guns. I thought it was the issue, but I'm just a product of a system misused. Am I responsible for my actions? And how can I be responsible when I witness the same thing, but I also have a horrified reaction? Never signed up, rights I had to give up. How can I speak up? Before I speak, I get told to shut up. People made equal, but because people are flawed, we have made a system that is anything but equal. We are all the same, but you think I'm insane and speaking in vain. Vain speaking with insane thinking. Are we truly not the same? And does the slave truly mean anything? Equal system made by flawed people, so does that even make us equal? It's okay if you go up and try to shut me out. I won't give up, I'll even sign up for it if it gets my message out. Reactions will be horrified, but people similar to me won't even be surprised. Misuse system just a product of a bigger issue. We are fucked up, for sure. Guns getting bigger, rich getting richer, poor getting poorer. Brothers subjected to propaganda to kill another brother, for we don't know what to do. So please forgive us, Father. Corruption full of supposed order and correction. So if that's the case, who do I run to for protection? Elections rigged and we're separated into factions. So what is our course of action? Kissed by Judas by untrustworthy persons. I think I'd rather chop off my foreskin. Blood beginning to enter out of my eyes. How can I keep this up in a world full of lies? Confusion is abundant for us duds, so caught up in the vengeful mindset of blood must have blood. My mood spells out what I choose to see. So that's why for the longest time the world's lies what I believe. Walking into Flounder's Field, wandering into the moonlight, trying to muster up the energy to keep on the fight.
This is a Chuki beat production.
Yeah, Classy J, the feature class, the Classically Gaudy Lp, the Panda remix. Even though everyone's done this shit, fuck it, I'm doing it anyways, haha. killer boy, crawling through life like a caterpillar. Yeah, I work hard, but I get underappreciated like a water boy. Cute and just like a panda, waving my native power like was a banner. I'm not interested in slutty broads. Yeah, I don't waste my time on those frauds. Never been to London, but I am sending roasting haters in my oven. Those me looking at me with panda eyes, but I'm wise for not replying, because although good in the moment, I know it will lead to my demise. Just let me versify and revamp the bounds of rap. Yeah, I'm about to cross a transversal line. I sometimes internalize my hate and fear. All critics are quick to crucify. It's fine because society has begun to blur. Let's prioritize our animal instincts. Get what we want in an instance. Who needs to care about logistics? Hunter like tactics. We are so polarized and crazy, meaningless merchandise. Even if it's gimmicky and unappetizing, just keep on pandering to propaganda. Keep on working to have the great scandalized top banana. Everything looking black and white. Can we bounce back and once again thrive in the sunlight? The inner blankness is ready to come out. The center that creeps in my dreams like Freddy. Is there a way for me to get out? The white light of hope tries to stay strong, but how do I do that when it feels like I'm an anomaly that doesn't belong? Inner clash, inner turmoil, feels like I'm gonna crash. Is there a time for us to unwind this coil? Deception is this addiction, struggling with the affliction that sparks some friction. Sitting on the floor with a bottle of Gibson, only one more stop till I reach self-destruction. Sip after sip as I start to drift, wondering if I'm just a small blip, starting to question if life is really a gift. Blackness, keep on bearing down, just a canvas of blankness, trying so hard not to break down, searching for light to give me might, to give me motivation to continue on to fight. Just a panda, vicious but vulnerable, precious but endangered, wonder if my soul can ever be recoverable. How do I transition? How do I change my position? How can my intuition help me avoid this oppositional demolition? How do I carefully plan my mission? How do I clear my vision? How do I deal with this condition? Do I go to a hospital? Do I dig deeper philosophically? And do I become an apostle? Do I go to intervention? Do I take pills for suicidal prevention? Black and white, despite these attacks, I will bridge the gaps and destroy the tracks. Good means bad, bad means evil. Forget about the prequel, time to move on to your sequel. Yeah! Yeah, you're listening to the classic era. You're listening to history being made right now. Yeah, the greatest of all time. I hope you understand that I'm wax, so sit back and watch me attack with anything in my vicinity, even if it is a Kit Kat. Y'all say I look goofy with my top hat, but the fact of the matter is I got a knack for being different than all these current rappers who are no more than sissy cats. Relax, and let me start pushing the limits to the max. I'm buying a Slippy at the max, and writing bars so hot they'll melt you like you were made of wax. Sometimes things go over my head like Drax, even with fast reflexes I have no control over what slips through the cracks. So I'll be sitting at the bus stop now, popping Tic Tacs while everyone else be popping mollies. Fuck man, why do people do this shit? Because it really messes up one's life and body. Like I may be classically gaudy, but I'm also unlike anybody because I embody a moral code.
while others are a bunch of sheep or mindless, brainless copies. Probably due to pressure to be like everyone else, but I'm a natural born rebel. I don't want to be like anyone else. I'm just myself. I can only adjust myself and keep myself calm and not get stuck in a cycle of mental health. My body is a temple, and my soul a topsy-turvy instrumental. I long to be influential. I long to meet that someone so unique and special. Perhaps it's time for me to expand my reach into the unknown, even if it leaves me vulnerably prone. I can't condone the same mistakes taken twice, because life is a gamble, so pass me the dice. It might be wise to heed a warning. It might be nice to go through life without it once storming. Life is an incongruent variable. One moment it's a lovely, perfect fable. The next moment the world turns to Cain and you turn into Abel. What is the reality you determine as fact? And how do you react to that? Everything has come and gone. You can't change what happened or try to respond. You can only keep going. You gotta keep on swimming. You gotta keep showing the others the right path, even when sometimes you're not fully sure what you're doing. Half-baked ideas, crazy as Medea, dealing with internal and external issues from compadres in La Familia. Don't give up and start to pack, don't stress it, man. And if you think it over or sleep on it, maybe after that, when you're thinking clearly, don't forget to hit me back. I know life can be as painful as stepping on Legos or tacks, but you gotta let it go and never look back. Classy vibes, repping the frog-like track. And unlike NHL officials, I can't be bribed. Hitting my stride, opinion I won't hide. Everyone trying to suck my dick now, so best open wide. Oh shit, who's this? This savage is so ludicrous. Speaking of ludicrous, whatever happened to ludicrous? Fuck. Doesn't matter. One less has been on the ladder. I'm here now, and I'll make it to the top, and here's how. Write real shit, not give a shit what other rappers say about me, because they just jealous and full of shit. I'm real, got bars you can feel, because I don't conceal. I tell you up front what exactly is my deal. I'm not clean and I'm not proper. I'm not just hot steam and I'm not a pill popper. 50% straight edge, man. I improvise everything in life, because fuck it, who needs a plan? I'm just classically gaudy, who may one day wake up in a brand new Bugatti, but for now I have to stick to my Maserati. Ha ha ha, just shitting, I'm just fucking broke. I know, great average first world problem kinda story. Oh well, at least I'm not homeless or in a jail cell, because that's the statistics for most indigenous single parent raised kids. And that's where they end up, so I guess I got it pretty well compared to them. Or compared to most, I guess. Yeah, classy era. The Classically Gaudy Lp, y'all. Haha. They call me the smartest moron. They look at me like they would at Sauron. Maybe I'm just destined to be defined like an oxymoron. And why do people shut the doors on me like I was a Mormon? Did I make the right choice when I took the blue pill and moved to Zion? Don't know how to feel or who or what I should rely on. Bygones be bygones, got to follow the drill, so best not pull any funny ones. Being spied on, got nowhere to run. After all, when you're under dictatorship, there's no time for fun. There's only time to train how to shoot a gun. Bang blind, got a cross on my fire on my lawn from the dreaded Ku Klux Klan. One extreme to another, what happened to Jesus' teachings of how we're all heavenly sisters and brothers? Fuck the American dream, fuck this parent land of the free, where anyone from anywhere can attain cream. Not a joke, so turn this into a meme. This is serious, if you only saw the things that some claim as the unseen. Open your mind, don't bind yourself to devilish things that appear kind. Charging up my chakra, hypnotizing you with my words like the unclaimed child of Big Papa. I'm so waka, get ya flock into my flame. My bars ain't caca, yeah, they lit as Mary Jane. Bulking up like man, natural leader, so you bet I got a big brain. Some stalker bitches get so shady, thinking I'll spend my gravy, or that I'll have their baby. So I'm not interested in getting rabies or taking a taste of your dead daisy. This is my loot, bitch, the only thing I'll give you is the boot. Scoot away from me, best straight by the bay before I write a restraining order on thee. What is the world coming to? Herald be it that we stuck in a rut with a storm beginning to brew. People say I should stop drinking because I got family duties and responsibilities, but I drink because I have to deal with the stress from my family duties and responsibilities. Haha. Fuck it all, suck my balls, better duck down because one punch and you'll fall. got the gall, Pokemon master, man. Damn right, I'm about to catch them all. I'm super and I like to smash, bro, so better hide your bitch and your side hole. Classically unclassified, mentally traumatized from a fallout of a past genocide. Time to be unfiltered, rhyming from a heart that used to be good but now has been altered. Maybe I am just an oxymoron, just a sly fox that knows how to survive no matter what, because my hope for a better world will stay strong. I may live in this world, but I'm not of it. I may continue to give until I decide to say, oh fuck it. Isn't it ironic? Isn't the whole point of being a rapper to make a profit and strive to rap as fast as the speed of Sonic? Let me puff some weed and drink till I'm subatomic. Wouldn't that be ironic? Wouldn't that be something if I chose to be like everyone else and live out a life of being toxic? So am I ironic or am I just an oxymoron? Don't give a fuck either way because I'm iconic and will take anything you haters bring on. Yeah, Classy J.
Classically Gaudy, yeah, you know who it is, the future class, Got an appetite to be just downright, so adjust your satellite on me because you know the shit I say is right. This is no fucking classy freestyle, yeah, not gonna say back or hold back anymore, yeah, I refuse to stay on the sidelines. People treat me like a hermaphrodite, yeah, just a chronic deranged parasite that should do them a favor by blowing himself up with dynamite. Haters will say what they want, it's okay, because I refuse to listen to those salty cunts. I knew what I was doing when I chose to jump into the pool of crocodiles, but them haters won't leave me immobile, turning heel after failing to be noble. I've decided to become everything you said I was, a juvenile that sings with his words, hey, you can call me an eel. With spite and delight, I shall never lose sight of my goal, which is the light of the night. I was once able to see apparitions and visions, that's why I'm weird of superstitions, and will listen to the theoreticians, no restrictions anymore, yeah, I'm moving away from traditions, I don't care what the clinician says, I'll go for my ambitions, all about differentiating myself from the crowd, yeah, I be generated my own delegation who will make sure that their voices be loud and clear and not leave their ideas up in the clouds. Got an appointment with my paraphernalia, with being so fancy in the fast lane, along Iggy Azalea, rocking in my people's regalia. If got nothing nice to say, you can suck on my genitalia. I'm on a whole other level, yeah, I'm on the Omega level, over 9,000 like Goku, so take cover because you have no clue. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you. I'll be skating in a bunch of circles around you like I'm Wayne Gretzky, while y'all be putting date rape jokes and girls drinks like Bill Cosby. Great googly moogly. I just went there. Why? Because I no longer care. Whoa there, Classy J. Aren't you usually supposed to bear good news to us so that we believe that we are okay? Yes, I may be fucking classy, but when it comes to this fucking cipher, I prefer to speak a little trashy. Call me the Pied Piper, who will fight off the pretenders with the words in the cipher. By the way, have you seen my cream? Don't got time for no bullshit, so Scotty better get me up there with that beam. I fuck whoever tries to mess with me, so if you want to see tomorrow, best return my cream to me. Look, I don't really care if you're male, female, or transvestite, and I don't care if you're black, brown, or white. All I know, all ye acrimonious bitches be getting so worked up about the shit I spit. Bitch, you need to deal with it. Time to go on a different tangent while hosts strive for extravagance. I'm off season today because it's good to get some shenanigans. I'm ready, so better bring on the bourbons and the bourbon. Even after all the life I've lived, I'm still finding myself so fucking uncertain. Should I call down the curtains? No, because I know that I bring something different to the table. Just call me the rap version of Tim Burton. Dark and twisted, bringing a spark to those afflicted, taking charge. Got an empire to enlarge, but I'll be happy even if I don't make it large. I don't need it, squad, yeah, or need any mods, because I'm on my way to becoming the next rap god. My personal list goes Shady, Reggie, Kendrick, Tech 9, Tupac, and then Biggie. If you don't agree, you hi-ho me. Anyways, there is no denying that I'm gradually getting great while fracturing the bones of fretting fakes. I'll be channeling my personified state. My goal has always been to dismantle and open your mind's gate. Passionately petrified of how I feel inside, but I'll no longer hide. Unashamed mofo, never going to stop my stride. You want it, then go for it. Don't go bowing down to the society jealous ridden bullshit. You're more than that, don't let the horse treat you with so much slack. Classically calling it for how I see it. This is how I perceive it. Don't like it, but I don't really give two shits. One must be asking themselves why they acting too hard, or why they are always on guard. Is it something about you? Is it just some distorted view of believing the vile things people be saying about you? Maybe I'm getting somewhere, or maybe I'm just zany and just blissfully unaware of this atmosphere. Maybe I'm just hollow from all my own demons. It certainly is a deep pill to swallow, though, when one can't even seem to reason. Who knows, maybe we do need a savior, because if we keep going where we're going, we will be like Titanic when it hit that iceberg. Let's move on, and let me be a little bit more ravishingly relevant, and keep on not giving a damn about being elegant. Thanks for the sentiment, but I will not give you any dividends. To me, you're no more than excrement. Can't you see that I'm benevolent? Just and skilled, got a strong will, shoot to kill, run of the mill. If you join me, I will never treat you ill. Chuckily built, not going to bear any guilt, for if I do, I will. Establishing my mark on this earth, destined for greatness ever since my mama gave birth. Develop moral codes that one cannot break. Never try to play it safe, you can bet that I will never give in, and just be another phony fake. For heaven's sake, no pun intended, don't give a shit if you're offended. Did I tell you that all my friends are colorly blended? So what if I'm not politically correct? Your buttheads don't always have to be so correct. Canadian born, but my name isn't Aubrey, that guy who's worn out, yet he thinks himself as godly. Funny, narcissistic, sloppy, rich boy, sell out, Mr. Snobby, psycho, get out, or you'll be taken out. Classy J will show you how it's done. I do this shit for fun, never claim to be number one. I'm definitely not the GOAT, but I stay afloat to devote my time to finding the truth instead of finding a scapegoat. Real deal, making people like you my next meal. You'll never be more than a third wheel. Sure, I can't freestyle, sure I rant about how it is to be Cree, but when it comes to original verses, I surpass you by a mile. I will never reconcile, I'll keep on being a clever juvenile. They will file this rap beef as a no contest, no need to weigh in against a crap infested slugfest. But back to my rap, not about to waste my time ranting about rappers who slack. Yeah, it's like I'm rapping against scrap. Anyways, these days, people have become dazed. It's like we're living sideways. Don't be succumbed, look towards that sequel. Don't lower yourself and stay hazed, for if you do, you'll stay damned. Not here to have you condemned, but if you hook up with the wrong crowd, you will end up harmed. I get it, I really do. I get that with everything going on in the world right now, you may be asking yourself, what you gonna do with the streets throwing a ruckus and clowns creeping in the alleyways? Man, I don't think it's even safe anymore for us. Valleys of shadows, no love in the ghettos. Economy is crumbling, so excuse me for not being able to mellow. Corrupt politicians with missions of evil. Man, I'd rather go to hell to deal with the devil. All about competition, all about attrition, to get people's blind undivided submission. Millionaires of power over the poor. News is depressing, but yet people want more. Where are you, Batman? Where are you, Superman? What has happened to society, man? Where are you, the heroes, when the people make us feel like zeros? Where is God? Where's the fundamentals that establish us? Where can I find an escape pod? No immigrants, yet we all immigrants, full of mischievous, infamous vigilance, sucking out the life of the innocents. What have we done to deserve this wickedness? How to get out of this predicament? Because this shit is getting ridiculous. Gorillas shot to death, ISIS threats. Are we destined to end up like Macbeth? Who cares about success when you don't have access to excess? Don't think about it, just buy another white and gold or black and blue dress, and then have it repossessed. Nevertheless, I digress. I just feel like the shit needs to be addressed. Terror and fear. Man, have we truly fallen back to 1939, forever to be devoured by the despair that clouds up the sunshine? How I wish to see the sunrise. How I wish that instead of hating each other, we instead choose to become allies, not buying what the world advertises. I won't compromise, otherwise I'll become destabilized. I won't become antagonized, I won't be hypnotized, I won't let myself become a piece of property that the government can control and monopolize. My paradise will not be had if I get caught up in propaganda. I won't be warned to be silent like some kind of Miranda. I know my rights, I won't be treated like mice. I'll roll my own dice, and I will face my price. I know that this economy is on thin ice, and that the minimum wage in some areas are going up, which then leads things to being overpriced. Just hold on, stay strong. Sometimes life will go back and forth like ping pong, ups and downs. Some stay idle while others run towards the crown. Time to stay headstrong, time to start getting along. It's just one small step for man, in the words of Neil Armstrong. This is where we belong. Come together and rhyme along to my song. Try to change life for the better till we die. You'll never know unless you try. Don't fear the baton and the spray gun. I'll fight for what I believe in is right, just like the lawn. You can kill the man, but you can't kill the dream or the idea. Don't get caught up in the cream. Cut up that visa and then run wild like a cheetah. All kingdoms crumble, but they can be rebuilt. Life is a gamble, but I chose long ago to no longer let myself will. I have no guilt in being me. And I know right now it can be crappy, but when we make it through, I believe we will be happy. Yeah, Classy J, the Classically Gaudy Cypher. Boy, get the fuck out of here.